I'm Loni Hagen. I'm an associate professor at the School of Information. I conduct research using data science method, but it's mostly my research questions are about understanding human relations in societies using computational method. Today's workshop is titled as Computational Methods for Social Scientists and Humanities Scholars. This workshop is, the motivation of having this workshop is to introduce this area of study, which is computational social science, to mainly social scientists and humanities scholars who are interested in knowing about this method, what it is, and how to conduct those research so that they can creatively think about how to adapt those methodologies in their research.
So social sciences care a lot about theory, about how do you prove a theory, how do you measure things that help you capture the essence of a theory. Whereas computational scientists, of course I don't want to overgeneralize, but they care a lot about optimization, how to make their models most state-of-the-art and reliable. But sometimes the two don't go hand in hand. So we're kind of at the forefront, and we're kind of the bridge between these two fields to be able to help scholars in social science use these methods that are reliable and valid from computer science to be able to answer the questions that they care about, which is how do I empirically show that my theory stands true?
The benefits of computational social science would be, objectivity and efficiency. So you can produce, you can process a big data set using computational methods, which were not available in the past, but now with the advance of technical development, we can do it. And also we can apply cutting-edge algorithms to process and extract insightful information out of big data. So in that sense, efficiency is high. Also, some people say objectivity could be improved, because it's not human looking at the data, it's the machine looking at the data.
Our attendees who are professors in communication, in religious studies, in journalism, use state-of-the-art methods that are more statistical by nature and more deterministic. But for us, we use probabilistic models that are much larger in scale, but also has issues about reliability and generalizability that social scientists care about. So we wanted to kind of bridge that to say, you can use reliable methods with much bigger data as well. It doesn't have to be with smaller data, which is what social scientists or humanities scholars are used to. So we're bringing larger data, which is what big data is about now, or large in the large language models, but do so in a responsible way and in an understandable way that everyone from different levels of training and computational efficiency can understand what the results mean.
You have to bring your critical thinking to this area of advancement of AI in general. But my recommendation that I'm going to talk in the workshop is, even you want to be critical about AI, you need to understand, to some extent, understand how this algorithm works in the back. So that is one of the motivation that social science scholars, humanities scholars, even though they don't apply these methods, it is good to know how it works so that they can be more critical. They can find issues with these methods.
So we accommodate to all kinds of students, where we really assume that everyone is interested but doesn't have any background knowledge. And we start from the beginning, defining, first of all, what does a programming environment mean? What does a programming language mean? How do you call a function? What are variables? So it's constantly something we keep thinking about, and we carry that kind of pedagogy into our workshop too, where we're assuming that our scholars are very interested in the methods. They just maybe need a little bit of introduction to know how to get the method started, what are the assumptions, what are kind of computational resource you need to run it, and what do the results mean. So I would say teaching and research is always intertwined with us here. Because I used to be a film and communication major, I didn't have programming knowledge, but I really was not afraid to get into new territory. I learned C++, Java, and now Python and R. So it's really about knowing that, being okay with not knowing anything yet, because you will learn and you will be an expert in it. I just met a scholar from a professor in criminology who is trying to develop a means to talk to help police or first responders 911 calls. And I have the skills to develop a chatbot, so we're going to work together. And that is exactly what we want. It's a venue to come together, again, being comfortable with what we know and what we don't know. And then if somebody knows something and I don't, let's work together to learn together. So that is really the core value of interdisciplinarity in science and practice that I think at USF we're doing a really good job in. And with the new provost, the call for interdisciplinary is becoming stronger every day.
So in my workshop, I have 3 suggestions to those scholars who are in social sciences and humanities who want to adopt computational methods. So it's first one is there are available off-the-shelf tools, easy tools that you can use. That's one method. The second method is learn it by yourself. It's not that difficult. As long as you have a motivation and you are willing to go through 2 classes, you can do it. And we have, at School of Information, we have done it and we know how to do it. 2 or 3 classes, you're good. And third, collaboration. So we have 3 scholars who are presenting today. If you want to collaborate, you have a data set that you want to work with, and you have research question, we are welcome to talk to you. So those are 3. So my biggest goal out of this workshop is that the participants can connect using their imagination, open up their imagination, and think about their research projects, and then how to connect these new methods with their research questions. So if they can come up with some kind of idea how to connect those, that will be the biggest goal. And more detailed goal would be they may find it makes sense to use those methodology, and they are motivated actually to learn or to use, so that we can provide them, okay, this is the tools that you can use if you want to. If you want to take classes, we have the classes that you can take. Or if you want to collaborate, you know who to contact. So those are the goals of today's workshop. So if you want to contact and know more about computational methods or collaboration and tools or educational opportunities, you can contact me, Loni Hagen, at USF. So lonihagen@usf.edu is my email address. You're welcome to contact.